Hello, my name is Van Smith, Managing Partner here at Smith Strong. Today it's my privilege to introduce Laura Lee Miller. Laura Lee has a tremendous trial and litigation experience background that she brings to Smith Strong. It's my privilege to be with you today.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And where did you grow up? Which I hear is sort of an interesting answer.
It's a little bit of a long answer. I was born in Charleston, South Carolina. When I was 3, we moved out to Phoenix, Arizona. So I do have the double name, Laura Lee, but I didn't get the full Southern accent experience from growing up in Charleston. Then we moved to Memphis, Tennessee, and then we came to Central Virginia. So I've lived here the longest, consider Central Virginia to be home, but it was a bit of a winding road to get here.
Attended high school here, and then notably, where did you go to college and law school?
I am a double who. I am a Wahoo through and through from the University of Virginia for undergrad and law school.
Impressive. And after law school, what experiences did you have that led you now to Smith Strong?
Sure. So actually started my practice up in Washington, D.C., working on insurance coverage litigation with insurance companies. And then I came back to Richmond to be closer to family and also to start my own family. But with that, I started working on insurance defense cases. So I was working on behalf of medical malpractice defendants, primarily doctors, hospitals, those sorts of professionals, when they had been sued. And I found my way over to Smith Strong. Part of it was that I wanted to be able to, I spent my whole career working with insurance companies up to that point or working alongside them. And I wanted to be able to start working with real people, helping them with real problems and working directly one-on-one with my own clients and not having the insurance company along for the ride. And it's more gratifying work, I think, to do.
It's interesting. There's a lot of different paths to becoming a tremendous trial attorney and family law advocate for your clients. But yours is one of really complex litigation, multi-day trials,
Yes.
complex settlements, multi-year negotiations. Talk about how that uniquely makes you equipped to be a successful family law and trial attorney here at Smith Strong.
Well, I love being in court. Primarily, that's what I want to do. That's what I went to law school to do, was to be in court and to be litigating. My happiest days are the days when I know that I'm going to be in court. Medical malpractice trials are, as you said, very long. They can be 5 days, longer than that even. And you have to work through the process in the same way that you would prepare for a family law case. The preparation is a lot of the same work in terms of knowing the case very well, knowing all the witnesses very well, and being ready to go through what is the grueling process of trial. But at the same time, in a family law case, we're not looking at a multi-day trial, and the timeline, hopefully, to the result is shorter when you start the case compared to when you end it. So it's a lot of the same skills, just applied differently.
And please know that we put no one on the express lane to court here. And if at all possible, we try to settle. About 80% of our cases actually settle before having to have any single day in court. But for those 19 to 20% that do require court, it is extremely helpful that we have someone like Laura Lee Miller, who's a skilled negotiator, but also a skilled trial advocate and trial attorney. And so, Laura Lee, as people are preparing for their first meeting with you, what do you want them to know and have in their mind as they're preparing to meet you for the first time?
I want them to know that I'm always trying to figure out what outcome options are available to them that are going to make the most sense for their specific scenario. Okay, so maybe the right answer is not going to trial, even though I would really like to be able to take the case to trial and be able to have my fun that I get to have in the litigation process. That might not be the right outcome for your case. And so what I'm trying to do when I'm meeting with you is I'm trying to assess where are we in the process, what needs to be done, and what strategy is going to be the most cost-effective way to get you to the resolution that you want, and how are we going to do that successfully working together.
We're excited to have Laura Lee here. I'm excited for our clients because I know with Laura Lee, they're going to have a confident, skilled, ready attorney for whatever awaits. Hopefully settlement, like 4 out of 5 of our cases here at the firm. But if you're 1 in 5 that face that day in court to get the outcome you deserve, I'm confident Laura Lee Miller is a tremendous advocate for you and for this firm to have for our clients. Laura Lee, it's a privilege to be with you and welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.